Are you one of those people that maybe you look in the mirror and you say, I don't like my blank. I don't like my hair. I don't like my eyebrows. I don't like my nose. I don't like that thing under my ear. And you obsess about it. Or you fill in the blank. I don't like my blank. Well, today on the Emotion Code Grow Show, we're going to tell you what the key, well, I'm going to say what the probable key unprocessed trapped emotion is causing all that negative self-talk. So hang in there with us today. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Losier. I'm the co-host of Saturday morning's Grow Show and Emotion Code Practitioner. I live in beautiful Victoria, BC, on the west coast of Canada, and I'm with him every Saturday. Good morning, John.
Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, also on the West Coast in Vancouver. I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. And yeah, we really like this one. Both of us, the negative self-talk. It's really, really common. And so we think we're going to reach a lot of people, with this episode today. Yeah.
Well, you know what, John, often our show topics are stimulated from coaching clients that we're having. It's like, hey, you know what, we should do this on the show because it's almost limitless. I don't think, you and I talk about having a list of all the things that we can help people with. It's so much more than that. Like even this little thing, I'm going to read, here are 4 times, this is for practitioners as well. These are 4 times this week only that I did an emotion code session on this one trapped emotion that we're going to do today. These are 4 different clients. The first one said they have so much negative self-talk about their body and their results. I said, oh, okay. Like obsessive, always. Doesn't like this, doesn't like that, can't look in the mirror, can't look in the mirror. So I heard that, boom, trigger. I'm going to do an emotion code session using this one particular trapped emotion. I'm going to introduce in a few minutes. The next one is, if she's listening, she'll know who she is. I can't get him out of my mind. We broke up years ago and I can't stop thinking about him or her and I'm obsessed with him or her. And well, guess what? We can fix that. So when I heard that, I thought, okay, I know the big guns I'm pulling out today to get rid of that old boyfriend, old girlfriend, negative chatter. And this one was just yesterday, and a lot of grieving people may be able to relate this. And I worked with a woman yesterday that she said she couldn't stop thinking about the last period of her husband's death when he was sick, the last 4 months. And everything before that was a blur, when they went camping and picnics and like all the beautiful things. So guess what? I used that one trapped emotion. I got all that negative self-talk and pulled it out. And now her memories skip over the last 4 months. I'm saying that with confidence. I haven't talked to her since that happened, but that was my goal yesterday. And how about this one? It might not be you, but it could be somebody that lays in bed at nighttime beating themselves up.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, blaming themselves. I should have did this and I should have did that. And did I do this right? So in a few minutes, John and I are going to talk about what trapped emotion that is. But guess what John's job is? John, who is saying what, please?
Yeah, so if you're watching live with us right now, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And yeah, read some comments here, see who's joined us today. Shanna Barnett here says, hola from Jamaica. First heard about Michael from John Eitel.
Eitel from Vancouver, who I think also lived in Jamaica, and that's the little connect the dots. So hey, Shanna, welcome to the Grow Show today.
Yeah.
If you haven't before, get a pen and paper. Who else, John?
Sandro O'Brien's here, says hi. Of course, Natasha Paula Samuels here, says hello.
Natasha, good morning. Sandra, good morning.
Robin Feder Weisgerber is here from Illinois.
Really, John, is that how you're going to introduce her? That's sloppy like that. It's Robin Feder Weisgerber. She's on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Our friend Leslie Marshall from Oregon is with us, and we have someone new today, Lucy Hackverden. She's from California. Hey, Lucy, good morning. Couple more, John, on the list.
Hardiman, cool, says hi.
Hey,
Ahmad is
Harmon.
here as well. Says, "Hey, you doing, bros?"
Hey, Ahmed. Good morning.
Uh,
Okay, so you know what, John? Today I don't have it in front of me, but we're on episode like 7,821 or something. What's the
close,
number?
close, yeah.
We're on episode number 157. Guess what, Captain Obvious? That means we have 156 episodes. And if you're a practitioner, I would recommend that you would embrace watching the show just to hear different styles, how John might ask a question, and not only that, what the topics that we're covering. So we'd like to invite practitioners to look at it with, what can they get out of today's show? Like earlier when I said, when I talk about today's emotion, I'm going to tell you when to look for it. So I'm going to see if they have this emotion. Don't just wait for it to come up. Go directly to it, which is a little bit different than some of you might have been trained. So we also have a podcast channel, almost 100,000 viewers. We have a mail out we do every Friday at 6 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock Friday morning, saying, hey, here's tomorrow's Bro Show topic. If you're interested, where we're going to be. And you might say, no, I'm going to go with something else. But at least you know what it is Friday. You can sign up for that. If you look up in the post here, the address is michaellosier.com/bros, or I think it is.
Well, you know what? I can post the link in the comments here. Let's see.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Good stuff.
Why don't I
I'm
do that?
More comments, John, and then I'm going to get you to tell our friends about the emotion code in the book and kind of do a soliloquy. I love that word, right? Soliloquy.
Yeah, we know.
Did we
Can you tell us where it came from? What's the origins of the word?
So we did a show on soliloquy. Let's see if our friends watching know where the word soliloquy came from.
Yeah, let's say hello.
We got a couple good people with some comments here, John. Jennifer Cole's from Nova Scotia. Hey, Jennifer Cole. Okay, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. That's where I'm from. Here's the top 3 things that I'm missing. Clams, fried clams, lobster, as in lobster rolls, and pantry cookies from Purity. No, really, I'm missing pantry cookies. They're like big ginger snaps.
Jennifer, put them in the mail. Send them.
Martinez.
Hello from Maine. Body code practitioner from Maine.
Yes, well, I'm just from New Brunswick, north of Maine. Everything I just said, I bet you she could buy it today and have it in her mouth. Lobster, fried clams, and pantry cookies. Or maybe not, because she's an American, but she could have lobster, I bet, today, and fried clams today. Okay, stop it. Wow. Tika is new from California. Hey, Tika.
Tika? Yeah, Kimberly, Petri, Dubs. Yes, I go over mistakes I've made, especially with parenting. You all worked on me last week. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
What was last week? I don't remember.
Last week was negative conflict with your spouse or something like that.
Right.
So, everybody, welcome. John and I are here every Saturday morning. We're both certified emotion code practitioner. John's also a certified body code practitioner. We've been here every week talking a little bit about the emotion code, just to give you kind of the big bird's eye view and what the process looks like. And we usually take 2 people and do a live emotion code demo on the show today. Now, a couple things that we want you to learn while you're doing that is it is done at a distance. That's why it's called distance healing. And that's why you could sit at home on a Zoom call or a telephone, and we could correct and help you with a lot of things. So that's important for you. We demonstrate that today, John, because they don't even need to be on the video.
Nope.
They just need to chat and let us know and give us permission. So, and we also want to show you the range of things that can be done by the emotion code, and we've been doing that for 156 episodes, in addition to our personal list of things that we've had success with. So, stay tuned, check us out. You can watch all the previous episodes on our YouTube channel, or listen to them and watch them on iTunes, podcast channel, and so on. And John, tell us about the lovely and talented Dr. Brad Nelson and the emotion code, please.
Yeah, Dr. Brad wrote the book, created the emotion code, as well as the body code. And he was a chiropractor for many, many years, decades. And he found that people kept coming back with the same aches and pains over and over again. And he found that a lot of people's health concerns were related to unprocessed emotions, negative emotions, or trapped emotions. So he developed this protocol called the emotion code. And he put together this little chart here. There's 60 trapped emotions on this chart. And emotion code, or the trapped emotion, you can picture it as just like a little ball of energy, maybe about the size of your fist, and it's lodged somewhere in your body. So maybe it's in your neck, maybe it's, you know, in your back or your knees, or maybe it's somewhere around you, just, you know, hovering about. We don't know. But what it does is that it prevents you from healing, prevents you from getting better, and it influences your thoughts. So it acts as a double-edged sword in that, you know, the mental side of things, mental health and physical health. So all these reoccurring negative self-talk, it's likely due to a trapped emotion from a past negative event. It could also be something that you're born with, that you got from, you know, your mom or dad, and they got from their ancestors. Lovely, you know, we can be born with these things as well. So what we do as practitioners is we go hunting and we find out these trapped emotions, find them, you know, one at a time, and clear them out. Yeah. So we act as a proxy on your behalf, and we use muscle testing. So we're communicating with your subconscious mind, muscle testing, to find out which one of these little buggers is the culprit, and we clear it. And so back to the subconscious mind, it knows everything. Yeah, we use a magnet to clear it. We wave in our hand over our head. In a minute, you'll see that. So the subconscious mind, brains behind the brains, it remembers everything that you've done, everything you've eaten, tasted, all your experiences. So we go in there and find out, you know, we ask the subconscious questions. We go in it, scroll through it a little bit, and find out what it is and clear it out with a magnet. And you get better, ideally. And that's the emotion code in a minute.
You know, when I'm teaching law of attraction, there was always an expression that I said, because people said, oh, you're in the business of making people feel positive. And I said, well, not really. I'm in the business to help people feel less negative. And in the absence of their negativity, their positivity surfaces. So what we do is we delete people's negative vibration that's suppressing their natural flow of positive vibration. You like that, John?
Oh, someone write that down. I love that. Okay. Hit the rewind. Let's listen to that again.
It's written down all right.
Yeah.
Work on today. We're going to become practitioners. We're going to find out what's causing this negative self-talk. Now, traditionally, an emotion code practitioner might ask the subconscious mind, what's causing me to think about my old boyfriend or girlfriend? Or there's a good story here. I think Jennifer Cole, I'm going to work with her. She and her husband planned to buy, or they bought a place they left Ontario, went to Nova Scotia. Now she's saying she's got deep regret. She's beating herself up every waking moment. This is what we're talking about, this kind of scenario. So I'm suggesting today, as soon as I saw that, if it was a first-time client or on the mail, the first thing I say is, you know what? We've got to delete this negative trapped emotion that's causing this story. John, I'm going to read out this. I'm going to go to the chart, please. Under column B, row 3, word number 4. Who is it, please?
That would be self-abuse.
Self-abuse. Now, if you're a practitioner, you should you should understand fully what that means. It doesn't mean picking yourself with a little thumbtack. That's not what self-abuse means. Here's what self-abuse means. I'm going to read it from Dr. Brad's book. Self-abuse, abusing the self emotionally. It includes engaging in negative self-talk, blaming oneself, and so on.
Period.
Okay. So I'm just going to go back to a friend that's watching, Jennifer. She's blaming herself. I'm beating myself up. Beating myself up is slang for blaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, John, is that I'm going to start with, can you remind our friends what they need to do to get a session from you? I'm going to get prepared to work with Jennifer. I'll walk through the whole process so our friends can see it. And then you can queue up who you're going to work with.
Yeah, so looking for another volunteer if you're watching live. And again, it's the negative self-talk. So maybe you don't like, a part of yourself, maybe your hair, nose, chin, legs, arms, fingers, hands, whatever it may be. That negative self-talk. You find yourself just over and over again, and you're kind of hung up on it, and you're tired of it, and you want to get rid of it. A lot of what we do is around, that self-love. That's kind of like the core of, people's problems. And if you have that, that self-abuse, that negative self-talk, it's pretty hard to, love yourself and experience joy and happiness in your life. So what I need is some details. So what is it? If you get all in one comment, that would be great as well. So yeah, I really don't like this. Severity, this, you have my permission. And pretty simple. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, John. I'm going to get started. So I'm the practitioner, and I'm going to be connecting almost like a Wi-Fi connection with our friend Jennifer. She's at a hotel in Nova Scotia right now, having lots of negative thoughts and doubts and worries and all kinds of just this constant swirl of energy. And she's given me permission, and that's one of the keys. Otherwise, I'd be working on everybody in my life and my neighbors. But Jennifer's given me permission. I'm going to be using muscle testing again. So right now, I make sure that I'm nice and hydrated because that helps. So do I need more water? My finger says saying, no, I don't need more water. Okay, I'm looking at Jennifer Cole's picture and her name. I have her permission. And just let me know, these are all no's when I'm connecting with Jennifer Cole right there. Am I Jennifer Smith? No. Am I Michael Cole? No. Am I Jennifer Cole? Yes. Am I in Ontario right now? No. Am I in New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia? Thing? So, it's like but I can only ask yes or no. It's like a lie detector. Okay, this is Jennifer. Am I in New Brunswick? No, I'm in Nova Scotia. So, I was telling Michael about I'm beating myself up every waking moment. My husband's on the way with the animals. The thing fell through in Nova Scotia. What is the severity of my self-abuse around this conversation? 1 to 10. Is it a 1? No. Is it a 2? No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This finger right here, the drawbridge finger in my testing, locked in. Is it a 10 out of 10, the severity of this negative self-talk? Is it just my negative self-talk? Yes. Do I need to know more about it? No. So now I'm deleting negative self-abuse. I'm deleting self-abuse. Now, you notice how I changed the word, John? So even though it was negative self-talk, there was the symptom. Negative self-talk isn't on the chart, so we couldn't delete it. So the subconscious mind said, if you delete self-abuse, that'll look after the negative self-talk. So don't be looking for self-abuse don't be looking for negative self-talk on the chart, but it's covered by self-abuse. So before the session, what was the severity of my worry and anticipation and my husband's coming here and all the negative self-talk? Before today was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now that negative chat is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so that tells me that 80% of this problem was caused by self-abuse. I got it down to a 2. Well, that's not good enough for me. So are there other trapped emotions that are blocking, stopping me from fully being relieved of this negative self-talk? How many? Under 5, 2, under 2, under 1, over 1, 1. Is it A? Is it in column A? It's rejection. Is it just rejection? Is it mine? Do I need to know more rejection? Okay, now what is the severity of this negative self-talk about what's going on and made a mistake and beating myself up? Is it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? Okay, I'm just going to disconnect here from Jennifer.
Nice, well done.
Okay, now ideally in a longer session, we would have more conversations and I could ask her more questions, but today we're demonstrating, ideally, she will come back and say, you know what, it's feeling much better. So Jennifer, if you could give us a number from 0 to 10, because 10, you said that you're beating yourself, waking every moment, hang in there with the next 5 or 10 minutes with us and give us an update and say, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit better. So let us know.
Yeah, she says so true, feeling rejected. So you kind of hit that one spot on, right? Yeah. So, or was feeling rejected, I should say
Yeah.
now. Yeah, so I found a volunteer.
Yeah.
Emily O'Connell Yablonsky.
EOY.
She says, yes, so hung up on weight gain, blaming over and over, was in great shape, and then it all changes. Okay, so blaming self-blame of weight gain and body image, negative self-talk, body image, right? Let's do it.
Yes.
So
With this negative self-talk, John, one negative thought finds another one, and those two find another one, and all of a sudden you're just spinning out of control, and it's like a hurricane of negative thoughts, one after another after another. Okay, go ahead and relieve Emily of this beating yourself up and blaming energy.
Blaming. It's like a big, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to connect up Emily, connect up. So setting intention in my head to tune up to her, wherever she lives. Emily, connect up. I'm using my fingers to muscle test here. Looks really weird, so I'm just going to put them down in my lap going forward. So I do have a good connection. Emily, proxy. Yes, good. Okay, so what is the severity of this negative self-talk about body image, weight gain? This is severity at least a 5. I got a yes to that. Is it a 10? Is it a 10? No. Is it a 9? No. Is it an 8? Is it a 7? I got a 7 out of 10. Okay, so is there a trapped emotion creating this negative self-talk, body image, weight gain? There is. Okay, yes. Okay, is it column A? No. Okay, is there self-abuse or inherited self-abuse or prenatal or absorbed? No. I got B2. So I didn't get self-abuse right away. I couldn't find that.
Yeah.
We have, is it hopeless? Is it lack of control? So it's hopelessness. Trapped emotion, hopelessness is the first one. Yeah, need to know more? No. Clear it. So this is a magnet over the head. Release, delete. Let that go. It's cleared. Good. Still there? No. Okay, gone. Good. Is there another trapped emotion creating this negative self-talk, self-abuse about body image, weight gain? Here, Emily. Yeah. Alme. Before. Frustration. Little bit. Yeah. Need to know more. Clear that. Let that go. It's cleared. Yes, it is. Is there another trapped emotion here? Emily, yeah, is there a beyond? There's a self-abuse. Is it self-abuse? Okay, found the self-abuse finally. It was hiding underneath 2 other ones. Need to know more? Nope. Good. Clear. Self-abuse now. Release that. Okay, is that cleared? Good. Yes. Severity, at least a 5, 4, 3, 2. Severity is 2 out of 10 now, Emily. Another trapped emotion, identifying clear to reduce and eliminate this negative self-talk about your body image and weight gain. Okay, add 2, 4, 6, A6. Is it jealousy? It's jealousy. Need to know more? No. Clear jealousy. Okay, it's cleared. Yeah. Is there another trapped emotion here? Yeah. Back to B2. Lack of control. Lack of control, clear that. So lack of control means not having control over something, not feeling like you can change the outcome, and not liking it very much. Let's release that. That might be a good show topic. Someone always like needs control, maybe. Someone who's really controlling and knows it. Do you think they'd put their hand up?
Well, yeah, they put their hand up is the question.
Yeah. I must control everything. Yes. Okay, so good connection, Emily. Yeah. Another trapped emotion, contributing to this negative self-talk about body image and weight gain. No. Anything else? Maybe something in the body code. There might be something in the body code. I'm not going to dip into that today, but for the emotion code, I think that's it here. Yeah. So
Okay.
took out a layer. I actually got it to 0, but there is something else in the body code that, may take another little deeper dig. But for now, I think that's a good demo. There was, I don't know, 5 emotions or 6 or something. I lost count. Doesn't really matter. But, hopefully that shakes things up a bit for you there, Emily.
Yeah.
And that you're feeling a little bit better about, yourself, who you are.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think it's safe to say that we definitely put a dent in what, who we were working with today. Jennifer did write back and she said, I'm still feeling like an 8. I reconnected with her while you were busy and found out that she had anxiety. So I didn't test for that. So she had anxiety, and now I got her down to that got reduced. So again, in a quick 2 or 3 minute session, we're demonstrating that it can be done virtually, that we work on the symptom, and that we do all the work. But if we were with you live, we could ask a little bit more questions. Our appointments are under a half hour. They're pretty convenient. Most of them are done on a video like this, so we can connect, and you need to show us your neck or whatever it is that we're working on. And if you want to work by phone, we can do that as well.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely. Both have online scheduling as well. And you can go in, find a time, pick your favorite time, and it's confirmed, all set up really, really conveniently that way. Yeah.
Okay, we have an update from Jennifer, or Emily, who you just worked with. She said, yes, she's feeling better, and she's asking about the body code. So this might be a good chance for you to, because other people hear us use the word. I'm not a body code practitioner. John is. I say it's an advanced level. So John, why don't you tell our friends what's different and what does the body code do differently than what we're doing today?
Yeah, right. So it's also developed by Dr. Brad. And he put together this system of mind maps where you can go in and muscle test, system of charts, right? So the emotion code is a chart as well. And the body code is also a chart, but it's a lot bigger. So it's an app as well. This is the new Discover Healing app, which includes the emotion code and body code. So a few different terms there, but essentially this right here is the body code. So there's 6 little icons on the front page. And so if someone had, negative self-talk, you'd say, okay, what's the most significant imbalance contributing to this? Is it on the left or the right? And so maybe it was, on the left. Then you click one, it's an energy. And then other things pop up here. So there's 6 more things.
What to click on, right? You're asking, say, okay, subconscious mind, the chart too.
Yeah.
What should I work on? And it'll say, not this one, not the, it's just like a massive swipe system, right?
It is.
You drill down.
Absolutely, right? So you get into like circuitry systems here. You get into like organs, glands, the energy body, right? So I'll click on energy body. You've got the chakras, the meridians, aura, your spirit body. So there's just hundreds and hundreds of things, so there's like toxins as well. There's a lot of toxins in our, food and the air, in our mouth, so
tell us something that's unique that always takes the body code to correct, or in your experience, it takes when people say they want this, you're thinking, okay, that's definitely body code. What comes to mind when I ask that?
Well, I'm pretty ingrained in body code, so I always do body code. I don't ever really start with, trap emotions or emotion code, although, heart wall might come up first. Sometimes that happens too. But I never really know, what will come up. So I can't say there's, strong correlation, but, there's certain like aches and pains, like if people have, like back pain or knee pain, there are like correlating organs and glands as well, that if they're imbalanced, then you'll get pain in a specific area of body. It's common, it's not 100%, but, it's definitely something to check for as well. Yeah. So, that's the body code. It's, just this big advanced mind map system of charts. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, John, for that little quick update. I'm just hearing from Jennifer, the woman that I worked on. She said she said it was funny. She saw me waving my arm, and she goes, I put the phone closer to me, knowing you were doing that for me. And she said, she goes, I was super filled with anxiety. And this is why, John, we like to do ranges, right? So to say I got rid of that, well, when I re-muscle tested, it's like, no, it's not to 0. And then just like what you did, I had to go find out, what do I find? What's the next emotion? So I got her down to a 3. I think that's a good resting place there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, good, John. We met our goal today. We were introduce people to some new things, something that we can help them with, just in their mental self chat that they're having. You can also check out our podcast, our list of 157 shows. If you go to michaellosier.com, at the very top, you'll see Bro Show. You can sign up for us, our weekly notification, and watch all the previous ones. And then again, if you're a practitioner, you might want to get in the habit of at least seeing our different approach to different things. Because when John and I were learning, we didn't have anybody to watch and get other than Dr. Brad, but we didn't have other people to say, hey, I like their approach, because we all bring different things to the practice.
Very true. Yeah.
Okay, John, I think that's it. And we are looking forward. Next Saturday, by the way, I'm doing a training after the Bro Show at 10 a.m. Pacific for practitioners. It is my famous business card class for practitioners. I'm re-offering it again. If you want to be notified, if you want to get registered for that, there's a worksheet. You can go to michaellosier.com/events, and I'll put that in the chat as well. Okay, John, thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you next Saturday here live on the Emotion Code Bro Show.
Absolutely. Have a great week, everyone. See you next week.